I suppose I have a firm belief in comfort zones, and I like to operate outside of those comfort zones because I think those are a dangerous place for artists to work in. I think as soon as you start getting too complacent in the studio, that's when interesting things stop happening. In 2008, I was victimized as a result of my sexuality in Canada. And the only reason I discuss that is because I think it's made my work political, and it's taken this idea of masculinity and identity and sexuality within paintings, and it's made me, I suppose, somebody who has a perspective on that subject. To me, it comes from a very, I suppose, sinister, very personal place, and it's an outlet to you know, I don't want to go as far as say it's a call to arms, but it's definitely, I have a vantage point, I have an angle, and my work has become political since that point because I have something to say. I definitely think there's an element of darkness to the works, but I think sometimes people misinterpret that with thinking that I'm going to be a dark person. Recently, the past few years, the concept has been kind of falling by the wayside in favor of the technique, because I do pay a lot of lip service to the idea that I call myself an abstract painter. And I think in place of the perhaps darkness of concept, you see maybe a joy in exploration of technique. I get a lot of young artists coming and talking to me and saying, how do you pave your way as an artist? And I always say three things. It takes talent, hard work, and perseverance. And I think for whatever reason, maybe I'm an idiot or maybe I'm just dedicated, but I have a lot, I don't know if I've got talent, but I've got a lot of hard work and I've got a lot of perseverance. So despite, you know, some negativity and rejection and adversity, I've always had a really hard work ethic, and I've always pushed myself very hard. I get a big smile on my face when I'm asked about Regina because I'm from Regina and my family is there and I have a lot of friends there, and I've not had like a noteworthy solo show there ever in my career. So in a personal way, I mean, a show in London is amazing, a show in New York is amazing, a show, you know, in Cape Town, fantastic. But there's a real personal drive to the show at the Art Gallery of Regina that I think is unparalleled for any show I've had yet.